October 19th, 2025.
The day that disturbed the whole world.
A four-person organized crime team executed a precision daylight heist at the Louvre Museum's Galerie d'Apollon, stealing 8 pieces of French crown jewels valued at approximately 88 million euros in under 8 minutes. On October 31st, 2025, 7 suspects were arrested, but all 8 stolen pieces has not been recovered yet. Museum had opened at 9 a.m., providing 30 minutes of margin for suspects. A truck was mounted, which was stolen 9 days prior via fake moving advertisement. They used tools like disc cutters to breach the reinforced glass window on South Facade facing Seine. 2 suspects with concealed faces accessed first-floor balcony. First police notification came from civilian cyclist outside who called emergency line not from Louvre security systems. Paris police chief acknowledged aging analog cameras and authorization lapse. 7 suspects were detained, including 3 of 4 alleged core team members. 2 initial suspects, ages 34 and 39, both Seine-Saint-Denis residents, former delivery drivers, partially confessed. DNA from the helmet were matched for 1 suspect. 1 arrested at Charles de Gaulle Airport, attempting to board Algeria-bound flight. All 8 stolen jewels remain missing. Empress Eugenie's crown was recovered at scene, damaged when pulled through too small case opening. No official evidence was found, but timing precision, camera blind spot knowledge, and swift execution suggest possible surveillance help. Assuming the situation, Interpol red notices were issued, art loss were registered, and Interpol stolen work databases was also updated on the 20th of October. Customs alerts were activated for European borders and free ports. Paris Police Chief Patrice Faure disclosed to Senate investigators that the first police alert came from a civilian cyclist who witnessed the basket lift operation and called the emergency line. Louvre security systems did trigger alarms at the window and display cases, but the alert chain from museum security to police command was slower than the external civilian call. Faure characterized this as a delay earlier in the chain, acknowledging that officers arrived rapidly, but initial detection was compromised. Louvre director Laurence Descartes admitted to Senate that external camera coverage was insufficient. Cameras were aging and didn't cover the entire facade. Museum evacuated immediately. No injuries to staff or visitors were recorded. Evidence preservation protocols were activated. Forensic teams cordoned scene, documented tool marks on glass or vitrines, collected abandoned equipment, gloves, helmet, 2 disc grinders, blowtorch. Louvre closed for the day and reopened 22nd October with Galerie d'Apollon sealed. Remaining jewels in Galerie d'Apollon were transferred to Bank of France. Under police escort within days, a Louvre security officer prevented suspects from torching the truck, preserving critical forensic evidence. Paris prosecutor Laure Becot reported that more than 150 forensic samples were collected, including DNA, fingerprints, and trace evidence. DNA from a helmet left at the scene matched one of the arrested suspects, providing the first solid biometric link. The abandoned truck-mounted lift yielded fingerprints and trace materials. 9 days before the heist, 10th of October 2025, thieves stole the truck-mounted furniture lift by responding to a fake moving advertisement. This premeditation indicates advanced planning and willingness to commit ancillary crimes to acquire specialized equipment. The lift's legitimate owner reported the theft. Investigators tracked its use on 19th October via vehicle recognition systems. Social media chatter surged immediately after the heist. One British art authenticator, Curtis Dowling, posted on LinkedIn claiming he received 2 separate inquiries on the day of the theft from individuals seeking authentication of important items, possible attempts to establish origin for quick sale. Authorities haven't confirmed whether these contacts were genuine leads. Art crime specialists emphasized on monitoring shipping forums, private collector circles, and high-end jewelry auction alerts. Given the jewel's fame, legitimate auction houses and dealers will decline handling. Focus shifts to underground networks and opportunistic middlemen. Authorities began monitoring for sudden insurance activity, large cash transactions, or Hawala-style informal transfers. Art Recovery International's Christopher Marinello noted that jewels could be dismantled and stones resold in gem centers like Antwerp, Tel Aviv, Mumbai within days, which can complicate the financial tracking. Prosecutor Beckwau suggested jewels might serve as collateral or laundering currency. This implies potential practice of gathering and analyzing financial information, focusing on loan agreements, art-backed lending, or syndicate financial structures, rather than direct fencing. Informant networks were activated across Paris underworld. Anthony Amore, who was the security director of Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, emphasized that all the criminals are buzzing about this, and street sources will be critical. Similar incidents which took place in 2024 to 2025. Cognac J Museum heist on November 2024, using axe-wielding Adrien Dubouchet Museum on September 2025, Chinese porcelain was stolen. National Museum of Natural History heist on September 2025, which made them steal 600,000 euros worth gold. Looks like a pattern-coordinated activity. French legal system allows garde à vue, police custody, for up to 96 hours in organized crime cases. Both initial suspects placed in custody, interrogated, and partially confessed. Partial confessions shows admission of physical presence, but likely denial of core roles or knowledge of jewel locations. Interrogation focused on identifying remaining suspect. Prosecutor Beckwau confirmed
there was no insider assistance. However, let me be clear, the investigation is active and continues.
Volonbonde organisée, organized gang theft, carries up to 15 years imprisonment and heavy fines. These charges were based on evidence threshold, met through DNA, video, partial confessions, and recovered equipment. Prosecutor Beckwau stated that the jewels have not yet been returned to our possession. I do remain hopeful they will be found and could be returned to the Louvre and the French nation. She emphasized jewels are now unsellable. She also emphasized that premature disclosure of arrest details can only harm investigation efforts. President Emmanuel Macron wrote on his social media that the theft committed at the Louvre Museum is an attack on a heritage that we cherish because it is our history. Interior Minister Laurent Nunez described heist as major robbery of jewels of inestimable value. Louvre director Laurence Descartes acknowledged surveillance shortcomings and requested resignation, which was declined by ministry. Louvre undertook $93 million camera upgrade project, which is not expected to be completed until 2029. Compiling all these scenarios, these challenges make the case far from being close enough to be solved.